Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Starting off with the business session for today's meeting. The first announcement that I have is a request on behalf of the executive committee, and that is we put out a poll every Monday morning asking how many of you will attend the meeting. And one genuine request to all our members is to please cast your vote. Please indicate whether you're coming or not to the meetings, because not one but three people, namely the Sergeant at Arms decides how many, what quantity of snacks to get. The Master of Ceremonies decides whom to give the roles to. The Table Topics Master decides whom to give the topics to. So, for all these purposes, it truly helps us conduct the meeting. So, please do cast your vote in that poll every Monday morning. The second announcement I have is on behalf of the Vice President Education, Toastmaster Bhavana. And this is the roll takers update for the 26th of August, next Monday. So 3 speech slots have been booked, one by Toastmaster Jia, one by Toastmaster Sakshi, and one by Toastmaster Apoorva. And one evaluation slot has been taken up by Toastmaster Latha. Apart from this, all the other roles are open. If you are interested in taking up any roles, please contact Toastmaster Bhavana. With that, we can conclude the business session. Over to the Sergeant at Arms.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests.
Good
evening.
Good evening. The theme for today's meeting is Rome wasn't built in a day. And the first thing that I could think of when I read the theme was the power of habits. Habits are like the daily bricks that over time lay the foundation for success. Think about it. Rome's glory wasn't erected in a single day, and neither are our dreams achieved overnight. Each habit that we build is a tiny step that, when practiced consistently, contributes to a magnificent progress. Just like the ancient builders laid one stone at a time to create Rome's glory, our daily habits lay the groundwork for our achievements. It doesn't matter how small the habit is, whether reading a book for 10 minutes or exercising or practicing a new skill. When these habits are practiced daily and consistently, over time it compounds exponentially, transforming us to a better version of ourselves. And just like the Masons, who are like the personal builder for our empire, who tirelessly work to build something extraordinary from what may seem like a small effort. So, remember, while the path for success is long and winding, every habit that you embrace is a step closer to your vision. And like Rome's magnificence came from relentless effort and patience, so is your success. And today we have one special Roman amongst us who wasn't built in a day, but rather almost a quarter of a century to become who he is. His speeches are humorous yet powerful, and he has the habit of reading novels like crime and thriller, likes to play sports like TT, badminton and cricket, and likes to take part in quizzes. And it is his birthday also. He is an MCom graduate from Jain University and is a US CPA aspirant. So fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests, let's welcome the president of our club, the birthday boy, Toastmaster Shiva.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saketh, for introducing me in a manner so wonderful. Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So let us start off by addressing our guests in the room. I see only one guest in our room, so I request you to just stand up from wherever you are and tell us how you've come to know about the club and what you do outside in your life as well. Yes.
Good evening everyone. I'm Sachin. I'm currently doing my MBA, and talking about how I got to know about this club, I got to know because some of my friends And this is actually my third session as a guest, and I'm planning to become a member from the following month.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Welcome, Sachin, and I hope you enjoyed today's meeting one last time as a guest. With that, let us have the minutes of the previous meeting number 1277 from our secretary, Toastmaster Latha.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Good evening.
Good evening.
Here are the minutes of meeting number 1277, which was held on 12th August 2024. The theme: This too shall pass. Word of the week: effusive. The business session started at 6:26 p.m. and was chaired by President Toastmaster Shivaprasad Sharma. In the business session, the following point was addressed. Vice President Education Toastmaster Pavni informed the club about the roles and slots which are booked and open for meeting number 1278. Interested members were requested to contact her for the same. The regular meeting started at 6:27 p.m. Associate Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Shreya started the meeting with an introduction about the theme and later handed over the charge to President Toastmaster Shivaprasad Sharma. President Toastmaster Shivaprasad Sharma opened the meeting, spoke on the theme, and introduced the Master of Ceremonies Toastmaster Jyothi. Master of Ceremonies Jyothi spoke on the theme, introduced the following role takers for the day. Timer, Toastmaster Akshay, Accountant Toastmaster Saketh, Grammarian Toastmaster Jiya, PP Evaluator Toastmaster Sakshi. The prepared speech session had the following speaker: Toastmaster Chetan Project Level 2, Project 1, Evaluator Toastmaster Varaprasad. The Moments of Truth session was conducted by Toastmaster Sindhushri, and the general evaluation was conducted by DTM Subramaniam. DTM Subramaniam were recognized and presented the Distinguished Toastmaster Award. The winners of the week were Best Prepared Speaker, Toastmaster Chetan Vashisht, Best Evaluator, Toastmaster Varaprasad, Best Role Taker, TAPG, Toastmaster Saketh, and Best Role Taker MTG, Toastmaster Jyothi. The President closed the meeting at 8:55 p.m., which was followed by the National.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latha. Are there any changes proposed to the minutes of the previous meeting? If not, I shall consider it as accepted and open meeting number 1278. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was the Silk Board flyover. But the former is one of the greatest cities and one of the capitals of one of the strongest empires ever known to humankind. And the latter is just Bengaluru being Bengaluru. So I request all of you to leave Rome for a while, come to Bengaluru and listen to a story of a boy from Bengaluru. December of 2022. After quite some time, Mekon Communication Club decides to have a humorous speech contest. All the members are excited about this. We have an education session about it, and several of our members take part in this contest. And fortunately or unfortunately, we only had first place and second place on that day, and one of our members missed winning out on a prize in the contest. And this was in December. Less than a month later, the term came to an end and the new term began. This exact person who failed to win a prize in the contest took over as the president of the club. And I can confidently say today, after I have joined the club, from what I've seen, this is the only president, probably, who's attended every single meeting in the entire 6-month term that he served. All the 25-26 meetings, he would come here, no script in hand other than the MC's introduction, and he would deliver the speech. Week after week. And mind you, delivering a presidential address is no easy job. You get limited time to prepare. Every week you have to give a speech, and you speak on something that is decided by somebody else altogether. I'll tell you, if you are lucky, the theme comes out by Thursday. Usually it comes out on Friday or Saturday. And in the extremely rare case, it has even come out on Sundays at times. On top of this, if you're a working professional, you're a full-time student, Monday is also gone. So in this limited span of time, you are supposed to prepare an address and deliver. And this person would do it week after week. He did it, his term came to an end, July, August, September, October, November. November 2023. Once again, Mekon Communication Club is hosting a humorous speech contest. And I remember particularly when a couple of weeks before the contest, this person looked me in the eye and said, this time I'll take care. And sticking to his word, he had a brilliant speech up his sleeve, and rightfully speaking on a topic that was very close to his heart, none other than dogs. He went on to easily ace and win that humorous speech contest, first place in that contest. The person I'm speaking about is none other than our past president, our current area director, Toastmaster Gaurav. And if you'd ask Gaurav 2 years back, Gaurav, would you be area director one day? He would have laughed at your face. But today, it's given him the confidence, after having delivered so many speeches and been through so many situations, to take up that big role. And particularly on the day of that humorous speech contest, I remember there were a lot of guests in the room, particularly Toastmaster Gajendra was attending the meeting for the very first time. Some of them might have thought, what a wonderful speaker, such comedic timing, he did it so well. And this one speech that he delivered won him the contest. Technically that is correct, but if you'd ask me, it was not that one speech. It was all of those 25, 26 presidential addresses, every role that he took up, all the prepared speeches that he gave, that brought him there to deliver an effortless speech on that day. What he was doing is he was laying small bricks, he was laying small pieces and preparing his own little Rome to finally build his own Colosseum. My fellow Toastmasters, anything that is worth remembering, anything that will leave a legacy on the world, for example, the Colosseum in Rome, will take time and effort. It doesn't come simply in one day. And those very few people in the world who have understood this concept today have left their legacy, have left their mark on this world. And as Steve Jobs would rightly put it, even though an overused quote, I'll say it nevertheless. Most overnight successes, if you look really closely, took a lot of time. So whether it is Rome or whether it is the flyover at Silk Board, anything that needs to be solid, anything that is worth your while, anything that is worth its weight in gold, will take time and effort, because Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, speaking of Steve Jobs and speaking of the US, I am reminded of a certain person who's lived there for some time. You can make out when she speaks here. And she's an emerging talent, she's a budding talent. She's given a few speeches and she's shown her caliber through the TAPG roles that she's taken up. And she's an up and coming star in Mekon Communication Club. And you have to give her time, come on, because Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, she's worked as an applied research engineer for the last couple of years, and after graduating from New York University with a master's degree, she's worked at industry-leading research groups such as Sony and Wayfair. Her hobbies include sailing and taekwondo, the things that I've only seen in the Olympics. And in her free time, she enjoys reading and hiking. Please give it up for this multifaceted individual, our Master of Ceremonies for today, Toastmaster Rachana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiva, for that very generous introduction. I think one of the loveliest things of joining Toastmasters is that you get to be talked about by other people in very nice ways, and it makes you feel really, really good about yourself. So thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Rome wasn't built in a day, but bricks were being laid every hour, or so the saying goes. This saying perfectly encapsulates the incremental actions and changes that underlie the formation of anything monumental, be it in our personal lives or in nature. The word monumental takes me back to a trip that I took to the Grand Canyons in Arizona. On a scorching hot summer day, I stood overlooking a rugged vista. You could see streaks of reds and browns and whites stretching all the way right up to the horizon. The Grand Canyon is composed of several layers of rock, horizontal layers of rock stacked one on top of the other. Each layer was created by the deposition of ocean sediments, mud, or fossils. Each layer took 1 million years to form. So, in other words, you could say that the Grand Canyon is the perfect culmination of minute actions done continually over millions of years, or over a long period of time. It's a perfect mirror of our lives, don't you think? An uncomfortable truth that tenacity and daily persistence is needed to make something of ourselves in our lives today. One person who definitely didn't shy away from this is Ralph C. Smedley, the founder of Toastmasters. He consistently did what he believed in, only seeing success after 20 years in 1924. Until then, he started clubs everywhere he went, relentlessly encouraging the community to join. That persistence continues today in the nearly 15,000 clubs spread across 148 countries. Today, each of us in this room are here to improve ourselves, one speech and one meeting at a time. So, let's dive in and get the meeting started. Now, for those who are new, a meeting usually goes like this. We have 3 sessions. The first is the prepared speak session, where speakers prepare ahead of time on a topic of their choice, and then they come here and talk about it. The second is the heart-thumping table topic session, where anyone in the room is randomly chosen and given a topic that they don't know before, and asked to speak about it here for 1 to 2 minutes. Then we'll have a break. The third session is a critical part of our meeting, and it's the general evaluation, where the meeting itself is evaluated as well as the speakers. Now, any meeting is incomplete without the TAPG team. Think of them as your speedometers or your fuel gauges and other meters that push the Toastmaster vehicle forward. So let's hear from the TAPG team. As I call your name, please stand up and briefly explain your role. So for the timer, we have Toastmaster Bhavana.
So, good evening Toastmasters and guests. As the timer for today, I'll be timing today's speeches, table topics and evaluations, and I'll alert the speakers of the time left using 3 colorful cards. For the 5 to 7 minute speech, at 5 minutes I'll show the green card, at 6 minutes I'll show the yellow card, and at 7 minutes I'll show the red card. And for the 18 to 22 minute speech, at 18 minutes I'll show the green card, at 20 minutes I'll show the green card, at 21 minutes I'll show the yellow card, and at 22 minutes I'll show the red card. For the table topic sessions, at 1 minute I'll show the green card, and at 1 minute 30 seconds I'll show the yellow card, and at 2 minutes I'll show the red card. And for the evaluations, at 2 minutes I'll show the green card, at 2 minutes 30 seconds I'll show the yellow card, and at 3 minutes I'll show the red card. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. I'm looking forward to your report at the end of the meeting.
Yeah.
Thank you. For the next one, we have the R counter, Toastmaster Madhusudan.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. As your R counter today, I'll be keeping a watchful eye on all the speakers and making a note of repeated words, filler sounds like and and pauses and crutch words. I'll give my report at the general evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhusudan. For the PP Evaluator, we have Toastmaster Saketh.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests.
I'm the Parliamentary Procedure Evaluator for today's meeting. So here are a few things that everyone has to follow. Enter or exit the room during an applause. Avoid topics on sex, religion and politics. Avoid cross-talking during the meeting as it can distract the speaker. Keep your phones on silent. And lastly, I don't want to create chaos because it's not a comic book. And remember, I'm here to help, so not create a new sitcom. And I'll give my report in the end. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saketh. For the Grammarian, we have Toastmaster Akshay.
Good evening for Toastmasters and guests. As the Grammarian, it is my duty to note down all the good usages and not so good usages of any speaker who is speaking beyond the lectern. And it is also my duty to introduce you to the word of the week, fastidious. It means very attentive to a concerned. So it is very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail. The usage is the evaluator was fastidious in providing feedback. I may not be a fastidious grammarian, but I will try to do my best. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay. So there we have it, the TAPG team. Alright, now we have a cracker of a meeting set up for you this evening. Let's jump right in to the first session, the prepared speech session. We have two speakers for today, and before I call upon the first speaker, I would like to request the individual evaluator, Toastmaster Ravikumar, to read out the project guidelines.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. The first speaker of today, the purpose statement is the purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share the impact of his or her style on others. About the speech, the member will deliver a well-organized speech about some aspect of communication styles. The member may choose to speak about her or his own communication style or the impact of communication styles on him or her. The speech may be humorous, informational, and any style the member chooses. The speech should not be a report on the content of the understanding your communication style. Over to you, MC.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravikumar. The first speaker is an avid reader and artist. She's experimented with different forms of art. Dancing, singing, writing, you name it, she loves it. She says she joined Toastmasters to master the art of public speaking. Having listened to her for the past couple of months, I would say she's on a bullet train headed right for that goal with no distractions. The speaker is attempting Level 2, Project 2 from the Pathway, Dynamic Leadership, with the speech titled Cheater, Cheater. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Shreya Rao with a huge round of applause.
I wish I was a good cheater. Not in that sense. The only type of cheating I want to be doing is cheating on exams. I've never taken a chit or any piece of paper or anything to an exam, but trust me, if I had, I would have looked so suspicious that I would have gotten caught immediately. Fellow Toastmasters and our guests, 2 weeks ago, I had this lab exam for a subject called algorithms. It was a fairly tough subject and I was equally as stressed. Usually before an exam, I revise everything the morning of the exam and I go and write. And I had done the same thing that day also, except I had forgotten to revise one program. So I'll tell you a bit about how my exam works. So I walk into the exam hall and my teacher is sitting with a bunch of papers with program numbers written on them. She shuffles them, I pick one, I get the program, I go sit, I write it down, I go and show her, then I have to execute it on the system, then I'll go sit for my viva. So on this day when I had this exam, I walk in the exam hall and I pick a piece of paper. And the program that I get is the exact same one that I hadn't revised. And I started to freak out. because now I have forgotten the program. So I go and I sit and I start to write, and I find that I can't write because I don't remember anything. Luckily, my friend was sitting next to me and she told me a few lines of the program, but I still couldn't remember anything about it except its name. Defeatedly, I went to my teacher and I asked her, can I change my program? And I got a different program. I remembered more of this new program, but I still lost bits and pieces of it because I had freaked out so much. Leave all that, I wrote something. I made a lot of scratches. I wrote something, I went and I showed her. She said, okay, execute it. And I sat in my system. I made some stuff up. Somehow I got the correct output. I showed her and I went and sat for my viva. And the teacher who was taking my viva was actually my class teacher, so she knew me quite well. And after my viva, I finished packing my stuff. And just as I was about to leave, the lab assistant teacher comes to me. So basically the job of this lab assistant teacher is to make sure that no one is like messing with the system or breaking anything, and the lab is in pristine condition. So she comes to me and I'm thinking, what work does she have with me? I haven't done anything. She comes to me and she says, why did you bring these chits? Holding 2 chits in her hand. I froze. Confusedly I told her, these aren't mine, I haven't seen them before, I didn't cheat. I found them under the table behind you. Okay, first of all, if I was cheating and if I had brought chits, I'm not stupid enough to throw them behind me, right? And then, second of all, I didn't bring chits, so why would my first thought to be to look under the table that's behind me? Like, if it was under my table or my keyboard or something, I get it. But it was under the table behind me. So I didn't understand where her logic was from. I told her, I didn't cheat, but if you want, you can call my parents. They know that I didn't cheat. No, I know you only brought. I saw you made many scratches in your book. That time only I got doubt that you're cheating. If I write something wrong, can't I scratch in my book? No, she wasn't having it. My class teacher also told her, no, she's actually a very sincere student. She's in my class. She won't do such things. I think you made a mistake, it's okay. No, she's still continuing to accuse me. What program number did you get? Ma'am, I got program 10. Okay, these chits are for program 2 and 3. Okay, so I didn't cheat. Can I leave now? Then finally she let me go. And then after that she's going and asking my friends, oh, she only cheated, right? She only cheated, right? Like, she just doesn't want to believe. But I didn't freak out that time because obviously I hadn't done anything wrong. So I was just calm and patient with it because I knew that if I also got aggravated, it would just make the situation worse. So what is the whole point of this story? My calmness and my patience in the situation is a direct reflection of my communication style, which is a supportive communication style. So you know how my teacher said that I was a very sincere student? I am also a very sincere teacher because usually my friends, they come to me for help and stuff. I've taught them math at like 1 in the morning the day before the exam. And like if they have any problem, if they need advice on something, they'll come to me. Or if they want to draft any important emails or messages, then they'll ask me to do it. So this dependability, this kind of approachability, this cooperation, all of these are qualities of someone who is a supportive communicator. And if any fight happens at home, usually between my brother and my parents, he's a teenager now, and if it gets heated, I'll go and I'll calm them down and help them talk it out. Which again, like supportive communicators, they don't like conflict, but if some conflict occurs, they're always ready to be a mediator. So basically, all of these adjectives that I listed, calm, patient, relaxed, approachable, then what else did I say? Dependable, averse to conflict, all of these are perfectly descriptive of both my personality and my communication style. And yeah, supportive communicators usually they tend to do well in tension-free environments. And I think the best example of this, I'm sure all of you will agree with me, is our club and our meetings are the most tension-free environments until they become very tense. Yeah, so I think obviously joining Toastmasters, I can see the difference between me then and me now. And I can confidently say that this has made me a better speaker and a better communicator. So now all that's left for me to become is a better cheater in exams. Thank you and
No, I don't want director. That's not.
You're good? Okay, I'm good with that. Thank you, Toastmaster Shreya, for that memorable speech. I think the first line, I wish I was a good cheater, will stay with me for a long time. Alright, on to the next speech. Before I call upon the next speaker for the day, I request the individual evaluator, Toastmaster Apoorva, to read out the project guidelines.
The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing and presenting the longer speech. Notes for the evaluator. The member completing this project has been working to build the skills necessary to engage an audience for an extended period of time. About this speech, the member will deliver an engaging speech, engaging keynote style speech. The speech may be humorous, informational, or any style the member chooses. The member should demonstrate an excellent presentation skills and deliver compelling content. The speech is not a report on the content of prepare to speak professionally project. The speech is for 18 to 20 minutes. This is for the timer.
18 to
22 minutes. Thank you and all the best to my target speaker, Toastmaster Latha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Apoorva. Our second speaker is an inveterate member of our club. She's an industry veteran specializing in communication and leadership training across various domains. Her perspective on success can be described in 3 words: skills, attitude, and wellness. Here at Toastmasters, we know her for her powerful stage presence, effortless confidence, and welcoming demeanor. The speaker is attempting Level 5, Project 1, from the pathway Presentation Mastery. The speech is titled Learn, Learn, and Keep Learning. Please put your hands together and welcome Toastmaster Latha.
They say that the beautiful thing about learning is no one can take about it. And said a person, be weakened. Learning is the beautiful thing that no one can take away. I do believe in that. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. My title, Learn, Learn, and Keep Learning. As we all know, we all start learning from the day we are born. And this was covered, that particular phase, from our birth till our college life was covered in my previous speech. So now I would like to go a step ahead and cover the later part of the learning journey of my life. Now when I started working in 2005, being a campus recruiter, being recruited by campus from Bhavana, Vijay college, I ended up with a big MNC called Hewlett Packard. I started as a BPO analyst over there. Now when you get into campus, when you're recruited by a campus, you see all your friends over there. And you're more excited rather than joining the job, you're more excited to be with your friends over there. And majority of my batchmates are in the same department what I was put into. Now, I don't know what the latest scenario in the corporates happening, but we used to have 7 days of campus to corporate programs, 7 working days. Nowadays, I think they do it in the offices itself, but that time they used to have it in all the 7-star hotels of Bangalore. I wouldn't have seen any of these hotels before, but from Leela Palace to Taj West End to Oberoi, everywhere our campus to corporate programs are there. 1 day over here, 2 days over there. So this is how my corporate journey started off. Very exciting, something to very talk about even after 20 years. That okay, my campus to corporate journey started over there. Now day 1 starts off. Now here starts my journey. When you start off, I was not very used to giving my signatures. But when I joined Hewlett Packard, I was made to do around 150 to 200 signatures in one single day. Why? A lot of paperwork to be done. At that time, everything that nowadays it's all online. They just send you an email, a PDF, read it, sign it, acknowledge and send it. But that time during 2005, we were made to reach each and every document, read it and then sign. So the day one goes off in the signing the documents itself. Day two starts. The first day was at Leela Palace, the day two also at Leela Palace. Now a person coming from who has not seen it, it's like a huge excitement. Rather than starting my corporate journey, I was more excited that I was going to Leela Palace. I wanted to see that hotel, how is it? A 7-star hotel. I wanted to see it. So after I finished my day one, I asked the lady who was hosting us there, I thought, can you just take a tour of the hotel to us and let me see how does it looks, so that I can come and tell my family and friends how does the hotel look like. Something to talk and brag about to my other friends. Yes, I was in Leela Palace that time. So she takes me a tour, and one of the best hotels, if you can see, the hospitality, the way they treat you. And that one thing I learned from there, what is customer service really about? How do they treat your customers? How they interact with them, their body language, how soft they are. You can ask the same question 10 times to them, but they will never be aggressive with you. They are still that very assertive when they talk to you. That was my first learning over there. Then the day two starts, wherein they talk about the different departments, what you're going to be there, who's going to, because the day one only they told us who's going to be in which department. Then they told us, okay, who's going to do what role. All the 7 days, they took us through that. They told us about corporate etiquette. Now what is corporate etiquette? Corporate etiquette is nothing but how you are no more a college student. You are a corporate employee now. So what is expected out of you? The etiquettes, manners, what they expect out of you. So the 7 days went in that. So then starts the journey from there, my learning. The learning, real learning, what we call, starts from there. I was there in Hewlett Packard, then I moved to Accenture, then I moved to WNS. These 3 companies helped me, shaped me as a trainer. Then there 2012, where the learning takes the next step for me, I moved as a freelancer. Now being good at networking and being with 3 major MNCs and good networking skills, I started as a freelancer. Now the challenges started. Because when you are a corporate employee, corporate trainer, everyone listens to you when you go for a training. But when you move out as a freelancer, no one listens to you. Everyone's there to question you or talk against you. That's how it starts off. Now this is 2-3 experiences I would like to share with you. Some are funny, some are serious, and some you guys can also understand what my learnings could be. Since I'm tied up with pan-India training houses, I was asked to represent one particular training house for Delhi NCR region. They already had a same training. The Bangalore members already had the same training in Bangalore, and I was supposed to deliver the same training in Delhi NCR region. Now I don't need to tell you guys that how Delhi NCR region is. Kind of very aggressive people. People down south, we are very soft, passive, assertive kind of people. So they were told that a trainer, a female trainer is going to come from Bangalore and going to train you guys on 3 days on communication skills. Now this is, I'm just going to get you through the PPT, but since I couldn't get my laptop from some reasons, I'm going to show how my PPT was. Can everyone see it?
Yes.
What's written on that?
Communication.
And what is over here? Small something written where?
Yeah.
Communication is written and I've captured it out. So there was a hidden meaning to this particular slide what I put, and I asked them to talk about it. So I'll tell you later what happened, but I just want to go to the PPT. This is my second slide. What is it? WIIFM. So what does it mean? Any idea?
What's in it for me?
What's in it for me? So this was my second slide for them.
Rules and team diary.
Rules and team diary. What we do in all the sessions, what we do is for soft trainers, we usually have rules, the ground rules, how a PP evaluator talks about. The same way we also have certain rules and regulations during the training program. So I spoke about that and the team diary. Now team diary is nothing but if I have a 2-day session with them. So each team needs to maintain a diary on what has happened, what were their learning, what were the activities. So in the end they need to conclude when we finish the session. For a lot of you, it's going to be something seeing as a task, but this is going to help you understand the next what I'm going to talk. So what is this?
Traffic lights.
Traffic lights. Now traffic lights is nothing but an evaluation of your skill sets, what we do. Now when I talk about red, is something what you're not good at, you want to improve. Yellow is something you're good, but a little improvement is needed. Green, what you're very best at. So that is, we start the evaluation before I start a training program. Because I want them to evaluate themselves after I finish the training program so they can see the difference with the person who came inside and the person who is going out. So there should be some betterment over there.
Icebreaker.
Can anyone have any idea what's an icebreaker? Don't tell me break the ice. It means that itself. When I talk about icebreaker, it's nothing but we just start the session. We make people to come together because a lot of times they don't know each other. And if I want 16 hours to go smoothly, I want my people who are there in the training room to know each other. So icebreaker is nothing, the first activity what we do so that they can know each other and the training can move smoothly. So this was my first one. Since it was a program on communication skills, we had communication jitters. Now what was communication jitters? Communication jitters was nothing but what makes them apprehensive or what makes them scared of communication. Why do they feel scared when they come on the stage? So this is what communication jitters we will discuss with them. And there were a lot of activities, and I will take you directly to the last slide because in between there will be a lot of things to guys I need to explain or we need to go through the session. Then only you guys will be able to understand. And what is at the end?
Thank you.
All the best. Right? So it's feedback, thank you, and all the best. Now, what happens is when I start the program, as I told you guys, they were told that lady trainer is going to come from the south and she's going to train you guys from there. Now what happens when you go there is a simple rule. You first need to go and make them understand that in every session, there will be only one goon. Goon means G-O-O-N. And that can only be me, not you guys. Because they were trying to take the session away from my hand and take it the way they wanted. So I need to make those guys understand first that don't try to act like a goon in my session. There will be only one goon and that will be me in the session. And I will decide who's going to do what. Now to make them understand, it took me first 30 minutes. And can anyone guess me what I would have done in first 30 minutes that they would understand that very clearly?
Asking questions.
Yes?
Asking questions.
Do you think people there would understand that?
Scream, shout.
Did they work out? Their voice is much better than mine. And I can't scream because I need to talk for 2 days there. Yes?
You stayed quiet for 30 minutes.
You pre-planned
They were people 6 feet 2 inch and I'm just 5 feet 2 inch.
You scolded someone.
You pre-planned and
No, I just told them one simple rule over there. See, if you do something here, all your next promotions and hikes are in my hand right now. If I write out something in the report, you will not get the hike and you will not get the promotions. So it's simple. Let's both of us have a little understanding. 16 hours, both of us. I am here getting paid to train you something and you are getting paid to learn something at home. So let's make it very smooth for both of us. And I think maybe the word promotions and hikes made them understood very well that if we do something here and she goes back, we will not get that. And that was this learning. I could also have got aggressive and I would have shouted at them. But this was the learning what I have learned from my previous sessions wherein you should know how to handle your trainings. First 30 minutes if you can handle them, your 16, 24, 40, how many hours you are sitting in a training, you can manage them. So I made those guys understand, all 6 feet 2, 6 feet 4, I'm like looking at them like this. Short height over here, they were all tall, well-built guys and girls. Even girls are 6 feet here. And I was just looking at them and I made them calmly understand hikes, promotions and money. 3 things are involved here. If I report out something from here, then you guys will not get it. So this went on, we had a nice session. After that they opened up. I once they opened up everyone, they started working as a team, I found that they were very good communication wise, that time management, when I started giving them activities, they were doing it really well. It is only that starting problem what we had over there. Once I made them clear that the starting problem needs to get over and need to keep walking, they keep understood. So this is one learning what I learned, that whenever you face challenges, do not react to it. Always have a tendency to respond towards it. Because once you respond, it's more of a positive outcome what you're going to get. If I also reacted and shouted, it will be a more negative outcome. Now the second incident what I would like to talk about, my learnings, what I feel is keep on, till date is giving me learning is, one of the sessions when I was called for Chennai. In Chennai I was called. Now, not to tell, but I found the most passive, non-speaking, non-opening up crowd over there. I can't name the company for what I had been there. So, the moment, it's like all new joinees, they were from an engineering college, from a particular state, not from Tamil Nadu, they're from a different state of the country, and they all were assembled there for a campus to corporate program. And I was called in for 7 days over there. Now these people, the problem is, they asked me to train them in English. English is a common language we're supposed to use, we can't use any other Indian regional languages over there. So I was asked them to train in English, and to my utter, I would have bad luck or drawback, majority of them don't know how to speak English. They know two particular Indian languages only to speak. And I don't know those two particular Indian languages. Now how do I manage it was the question over there. Then what I did was, I don't, at least you guys can construct little sentences, or it's like completely you have a very shorthanded English. It's like how an first standard or second standard old kid can talk, that was their only proficiency in English language. Because they were taught engineering all the 4 years in their mother tongue over there. So the challenge now is what to do. So then what I had to do, I had to break down the whole training program over there in how I'm going to train a second standard old kid. So I had to get my English to that level, put all the training assignments, make them understand the concepts, activities, everything in that particular format, so that they can understand it well. And I requested them one thing. Maybe for this training program, if your English is not that very good or you don't know, it's okay. But once you reach to corporate level, start working with people from other engineering colleges who have come, and you could see the hold on language what they have, you will feel low. So it's better start learning. And I show them how they can learn English, at least speak properly and write a little bit, not complete construct sentence, written in one month or 2 months down the line, how can they start it off? So this was another challenge what I faced. And these particular learnings made me understand that life is never, you can expect that a bed of roses. When you go out as a freelancer, when you go out working, anywhere, you have to keep that in mind, that there are going to be challenges thrown out at you, and how do you face those challenges in an assertive manner where the result or outcome is more positive than negative over there. That's where you win as a person, you win as a human being, you win as a trainer over there. Now one more example I would like to give. When I started my Toastmasters journey, I was there for 3 meetings over here, and I came around May 2023, the first meeting when I had come here. There were 3 speakers that day, and those 3 speakers were excellent, all the 3. 5 to 7 minutes speech was there. They had an excellent start. They started with a quote. They spoke about the whole thing, and then they ended it very excellently. I, sitting over there, I wanted to be the same person who was all the 3 speakers who were speaking here. I can't name them who those 3 people were, but I also wanted to start my journey or start my Toastmasters journey in the same way. And when I gave my introduction, there was one question thrown at me, that being a soft skill trainer, being a language trainer, why you want to join Toastmasters? So I said that being a soft skill trainer, being a language trainer is good, but when you want to be a learner, continuous learner who wants to improve himself or herself in the journey of life, Toastmasters is a platform what I was looking for, which will help me improve every day. Now, how is Toastmasters is helping me every day? I come here, first I was the Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant of Arms, I used to get every day to introduce the President, speak on the topic. So that used to help me polish my speaking skills, research a little bit, and then come and speak over here. Then I become the secretary. As a secretary, I get to write the MOI. Now when I have a format over there, but it's like sometimes you need to put on your own words, paraphrase, summarize everything what's being spoken and then put it in there. So this is helping me in that way. Again, I come here over the speeches. Sometimes I'm prepared, sometimes I'm not prepared. That only my mentor knows. So sometimes it happens like it's completely improv. I just come here and I start speaking, maybe because of some reasons I couldn't prepare over there. So this thing, I feel that learning and keep learning is something which needs to keep happening every day. And it's not like just in your education, in your workplace, even in your personal life. Learning is one constant thing which you need to always keep happening. And I would like to end this with a quote, what Mahatma Gandhi has told, that live like as it is the last day of your life and learn as you are going to live forever. Live as is it going to be your last day in life and learn as if you are going to live forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latha, for that inspiring speech. I must say I could relate very well to you when you said you'd never seen a fancy hotel and you wanted a tour of it. I would be more excited for that than any of the training or learnings that day. Thank you. Now, let's shift gears. Be ready for the unexpected from unsuspecting participants as we jump right into a thrilling table topic session. Our table topics master for today will be conducting the table topic as part of her Level 3, Project 3 from the Pathways Innovative Planning. First, can I have the evaluator, Toastmaster Varaprasad, read out the project guidelines?
Purpose of the project is for the member to demonstrate his or her ability to listen what others say. The member is completing this project, is practicing active listening. She is leading the table topics today. Listening for a well-run table topic sessions. As a topic master, the member should make short, affirming statements after each speaker completes an impromptu speech, indicating he or she heard and understood each speaker. For example, the member might say, "Thank you, Toastmaster Smith, for your comments on visiting the beach. It sounds like you really appreciate how much your dog loves to play in the water." The goal is for the member to clearly show that he or she listen and can use some of the active listening skills discussed in the project. The member completing the project is the person who needs to show active listening. The member should not try to teach or have others demonstrate active listening skills. The member should follow the established protocol for the table topic session. So all the best to the speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varaprasad. Our next speaker brings her passion for drama, storytelling, and books into her speeches, be it prepared or otherwise. Any conversation I've had with her has been peppered by her zest for life, warmth, and humor. She's currently working as an HR manager at Infocon and has previously worked at Youth for Seva. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Jyothi with the thunderous round of applause.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Good evening.
For the information to the guest, a table topic session is where a random topic is given to any member here and told to the time they have to speak is 2 minutes, and the time they can use to think, organize their thoughts is till they reach the lectern. Remember, my dear Toastmasters, Rome was not built in a day. And so, when you come to give your table topic speech, please make sure that you utilize your privileged 2 minutes behind the lectern, because as you keep doing it, a day will come when you will be a fastidious speaker as a table topic speaker. And to start with, are you all ready?
Yes.
To start the table topic session?
Yes.
And the first speaker for today gets the topic, follow someone and you will fall. The first topic is, follow someone and you will fall. This goes to Toastmaster Chetan.
In 1930, there was a massive turmoil happening in Germany because the government had fallen and the National Socialist Party wanted to come to power. So they tried, and you had the conservatives on the other side and you had the National Socialists on this side. So they kept trying to come to power and they kept forming coalitions. But these coalitions were extremely unstable. Every 6 months or so, the coalition would collapse. And after 4 unsuccessful attempts at forming the government, the conservatives finally managed to create a deal that they thought that they had the upper hand in. So they had 6 conservative members in what is called the parliament, right? Parliament. So they have 6 seats. The socialists have 4 seats, and the final one, 3 seats plus the 4th one belongs to Adolf Hitler. And so what happens if you follow Hitler? He takes Germany for a ride. Initially, he goes on to pass a law, the martial law, which goes on to give him power to eliminate anybody who stands up to him. So you have no choice but to follow him. And then, over the next 15 years, he slowly runs Germany. First, he takes them up a mountain, and then he throws them down a cliff. So if you follow a man, you will eventually fall. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chetan. What I understand is you have a very good memory and you are also very interested in history, and more of, like, I would say history is his story, which he has brought out about in a story form, which retains in all our mind a very fantastically said story, and thank you. With this, we go to the second topic for the day. Does Lady Luck exist? Does Lady Luck exist? And this goes to DTM U Bhat.
Madam Topic Master, Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Does Lady Luck exist? I don't know why luck is being associated with ladies first of all. Because it is not really required. For anything, ladies claim it as a matter of right. There is no question of luck anywhere. You go to any Indian wedding, you go to, I've seen a wedding, you go to any wedding or any ceremony at home and all that, you will find all the ladies are going VIPs. In the stage, there will be a bevy of ladies there doing some or other show, something is happening there, some activity. The Purohit or whoever is calling that lady doing this, madam, please come here. Have you seen any gentleman going there? You will never see it. So nobody calls it the gentleman luck or something. It is lady luck. What luck? They have the right and they will claim it as a matter of right. The world runs around ladies. I'll tell you the whole control. That's what they say, you know. Everyone is successful man, they say behind every successful man, there is a woman behind it. And behind that woman is his wife. There is another story, but that's all depends on the luck of that particular lady. So ultimately, in the scheme of things, let me put it very frankly, there is no question of lady luck. I think it is a misnomer or a, called of a wrong usage, I feel. Why it is associated at all? Because the ladies never need any luck. They claim everything in this life as their right. and they probably deserve it also, because men are always in the background and ladies always in the forefront. That's what I see in my life. I've seen around everywhere in the world what's happening there. With that, back to you.
Thank you, DTM and U Bhat. What I understand, you have a very good observation skills because you are aware how many, most of the time ladies are there on the wedding dais. And also, with due respect, your high regards to the women folk, and also state facts of life that women are privileged. And one more thing is, luck need not be lady, but luck is there as it is. And with that, we move on to the next topic, Tale of a Pillion Rider. T-A-L-E, Tale of a Pillion Rider. And this goes to Toastmaster Gajendra.
Tale of a
Pillion Rider.
The person sitting behind. Good afternoon, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I've been saying good afternoon to a lot of people, so I've hardly been a pillion rider because two reasons. I don't drive two-wheelers often. I usually drive a car, and the moments where I've been a pillion rider is, I think, it's been a long time. And I've been very scared to sit in the back because most of my friends, they drive recklessly. We're in a very small road, they go on the speed of 80. And I squeeze my thigh and I ask them to stop. And they're like, hey, stop, I stop. And it's a very confusing topic for me, to be honest, because what else can I say about this? I don't sit behind people usually. That's the thing, yeah. And it's more better if you're driving alone. Yeah, it's more comfortable. You've got your own space. There's no one behind saying, "Hey, do that." There's no one backseat driving usually. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gajendra. What I understand is you are scared to be a pillion rider. More so because you are more confident and sure about your own self. So rather you be dependent on self rather than others. So moving on, we go to the next topic, Gust of Wind. Gust of Wind goes to Toastmaster Sakshi.
Please elaborate this topic again.
Gust of wind is a wind just blowing by.
Okay. In Hindi we can say हवा का झोंका.
Yes.
हवा का झोंका, gust of wind. This reminds me the day when I was ready for a wedding. I booked a parlor, I paid high amount of money for the first time for my farewell, and the same day I thought there is a wedding. So as soon as I stepped out of my house, this gust of wind blew all my makeup, all my hair in front, and suddenly my father came. You didn't even got ready. I was like, this gust of wind has blown all my makeup and all my attire, all my sari was. So this is what it reminds me about this topic, gust of wind. Thank you. Time is also up.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sakshi. what I understand is a gust of wind blew away your hard-earned money, which you had so much spent for the beauty that had to be admired by others, but the wind blew it by. Thank you. And with this, we come to the next topic, your magical power. Your magical power goes to Toastmaster Sanjay.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome to this magical power. While coming to me, as from my childhood, we was in a poor family where my father used to was working in a hotel. Then he owned his own hotel. Like after his grandfather passed, then his business was not going well. After I born, my dad got luck from my side. Now, now he made me an engineer. So I feel proud for him. And also I have completed my diploma in mechanical engineering, BE in industrial engineering management. Like currently working as a quality engineer in SCI cluster, where I can achieve, have got some guidance on everything from Veerabhadrappa, where is my guidelines, everything, where he showed the pathway and everything. While coming to the company, where I will be working as a quality engineer, like inspecting the parts and working on machines, problem solving, etc. Then if I get any job without completing that one, I will complete that one and go to home. That's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjay. Your magical power, what I understand, is your hard work and efforts for your own self, and also you appreciate and admire people who have given you this opportunity to believe you and make path for you to achieve further. That is your parents and your mentor, Mr. Veerabhadrappa. So, in spite of being scared behind the lectern, you once again made your effort to complete your speech for a stipulated time. So very well done. And with that, we go to the next topic, the monkey on your shoulders. The monkey on your shoulders goes to Toastmaster Mohnish. Corporate world, I think people would have heard the phrase monkey on your shoulders.
Very good evening to my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Thank you to the topic master for this topic. I'm not well aware of corporate monkey on your shoulder, but I would say what I would understand. Well, we all have the good side and the bad side, right? So, for me, I think the bad side, like you said, monkey on the shoulder is a little bit more influential than the good side. Ever since I was a very naughty child. So after what you said, I think I remember what I did. So it was my cousin's birthday, and we were in a hotel, right? It was a star hotel, so there was a fountain, and it was all lighting and all around. So there was this, a boy. He's probably elder than me. He's standing near the fountain and just looking at the water inside, right? So even I'm standing next to him, looking for what he's seeing. So after a while, even I get a little bored. And then what is he looking at? And then it looks very tempting. He's looking over and he's very close. So the monkey side is what I would say. Says push it. And the other side, well, not really audible. So what I do is, I was very small, right? So I just go around, see if he is going to fall pretty hard. No, it's fine. I think it can go, right? So I go stand behind him and I just push him. And then I realize that he's actually the brother of the person whose birthday it is. So with that, I get into a lot of trouble. And my dad asked me, why do you push him? I said, he's looking down there. So I just probably helped him a little. So the monkey side is a little bit more stronger for me. So I have a lot of incidents like that. But what I would say is, you need to have the monkey side to have a fun life, right? Being very innocent and very gullible is also nice, very innocent. You have to be helpful, but you should also have some fun in life. With that, back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohnish. What I understand from your speech is the word monkey brought down memories of your childhood days, and your speech says that you are a mischievous boy, and maybe you still want to continue it. So all the best for some more mischiefs in the days to come. And with this, I come to the last topic for the day. The beautiful dead end. The beautiful dead end goes to Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa. The beautiful dead end.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. What is the beautiful dead end according to you? Dead end means end of the life. Should I have to take? No, you have to think in a different way. In different situations, different ends will be there. So, for example, a student who has graduated, when he comes for a job, I have seen many, in fact I raised this question in the previous education session also. I am getting students who cannot speak. All of them, I am advising them to go to the Toastmaster and learn. This is the platform, this is the best platform, you can learn it. I am telling it, once a student has come here, which I just now spoken to them. See, dead ends, if you don't think it is a dead end, be a positive person. Be a positive. When something is not happening, don't think it is a dead end. Take up courage. Difficulties, problems will come. When the problem comes, think in a different way. Don't think that is a dead end. When you don't get any solution for that, what you have to do? When you don't get solution, what you have to do? You have to consult others. Even if you don't get that one, you accept it as a reality. But dead ends are there. For example, sea water is salty. Can anybody do anything on that one? You accept it. When a person who has a loud person is dead, what you can do? You accept it. So don't call it as a dead end. Take it as a positive. Move forward. Have an energy, enthusiasm in your life. Yeah. You must have an enthusiasm. We are all many people say even at 77 years you are coming to the factory. Why don't you take rest? If I take rest, it is a dead end for me. It is a dead end for me because I can't keep in my house. A monkey will be on my shoulders. I don't want to tell. Even to come into the lighter side, nowadays we are getting two-wheelers without pillion seat. So like that one, don't think it is a dead end in your life. Face the problem boldly, enthusiastically, with the burning desire you move forward. Be honest in your life. Don't have wicked ideas in your mind which will not yield any result. That will be the real dead end for you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa. What I understand is you are very concerned for the well-being of the youngsters in their journey of life, and your support to them is with your life experience. And I also gather that you navigate your life through the paths of your experience, which gives you more energy, and you look forward to make it much more constructive from what you have learned. And with that, I end the table topic session today and hand it over to the master of the ceremony.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyothi, for that engaging and insightful session. I love the topics. I think they produce some humorous and insightful anecdotes from a lot of our members. All right, and now we're here for the session we've all been waiting for. The break. I think we have 10 minutes 10 minutes available for the break. Let's regather here after 10 minutes. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone had a good break.
Yes.
I know I did. The snacks were really good, Toastmaster Saketh.
Thank you.
Alright, now that we've refueled, let's get to a critical part of the meeting, the evaluation. It's time to introduce our general evaluator of the day. Calm, composed, and precise, this member is the perfect evaluator. He's got a diverse skill set, born from experiences in a variety of industries, such as automobiles, finance, and even counseling. I look forward to his table topic speeches no matter what, because no matter the topic, it seems like he's always performing a prepared speech instead of actually having been given the topic in a matter of seconds. Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Vijay Upendra with a thunderous round of applause.
Thank you, GA. Good evening, Toastmasters. Welcome guests.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah. When I saw today the votes, especially people who are coming to meeting and not coming to meeting, I was a bit little disappointed. 12 members were absent, 14 were present. I thought what the meeting is likely to be. Contrary to my belief, today's quality of meeting is very much noteworthy. What I thought in the beginning and what I am saying now today, as of now, is totally different. So I really thank and congratulate each and everyone for having made this meeting most memorable. Yes, definitely, Rome was not built in a day. Coming to the today's meeting part of it, meeting started at 6:22 p.m. It was supposed to start by 6:15 p.m. 7 minutes here and there. It's okay. And the arrangements were made well. Coming to the business session, President highlighted the importance of voting. Who are going to be present, not to be present is really a good point to be observed, and we all should keep it in our mind to make it a point to attend meetings regularly, so that it is for our own development that we come here. And second thing is, minutes of the meeting were read well, and the business session was conducted by him aptly, and then called guests, and he also spoke very well on guest theme, and the introduction of TMOD was very clearly done. Overall, he has done his job fantastically. Give him a big round of applause. Second, coming to the SAA, Toastmasters Saketh. Their opening and the conclusion were very nice. It was very humorously, you have brought in many factors in that. And you also told about the birthday boy. That is a wonderful point to be appreciated. You have done a wonderful thing. The only thing which I would like to say to you is, you should be more vocal, more clearer, so that audience can understand what you are going to say with a lot of modulations like. Then it will be more effective, because you are like a starter button in an automobile. Without starter button, nothing is going to move. So this one improvement that you need to look into, and then you will definitely improve. I have confidence on that. Coming to the next TMOD Rachana. Meeting theme is wonderful. Only thing which I felt when I read was, why Rome? Why it should not be home? Creating house is very easy. Having a homely atmosphere is very difficult. So had it been home was not built in a day, it would have been more apt, that's what I felt. Nothing wrong in mentioning Rome, but to make it our own, Rome would have been a better option. That's what I did. And the introduction of role takers were good. 3 sessions, everything you have mentioned very clearly. Your body language, eye contact, everything was in place. You linked the lab specifically as far as Toastmasters is concerned, went very well. You called evaluators and then speakers. Everything went on very well. One improvement which I would like to say is expression of emphatic. That is required. Wherever importance to be given, you need to bring in the stress on that particular sentence or the word. That makes the audience to get the message. This is one thing that you need to work on. Otherwise, you have done a fantastic job. Give her a big round of applause. Coming to the prepared speech, now I would like to call prepared speaker Toastmaster Ravikumar to give his valuation on the speaker, Toastmaster Shreya.
Thank you, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I congratulate Toastmaster Shreya for having completed speech level 2, project 2 comfortably. Shreya missed a round of applause after she completed her speech and went back to her seat. Can we give her a big round of applause for having completed the level 2 and project 2? Right. Now coming back to Shreya, for a boat to navigate, it needs a rudder and a sail. Likewise, a good speech requires substance and delivery. In your case, it was there. Right? Then your topic had that curiosity arouser that made the audience to look for what is she going to talk about. Cheater and cheater. So that kind of an curiosity arouser is very essential. As you see in your advertisements when you watch IPL or anything, the ad maker would make the audience to look for what he is going to talk about the product. That kind of arouser is required, and which we did today pretty well. Then you were talking about different communication skills, and you were trying to justify that you position yourself as a supportive communicator. In order to do that, Shreya, you took the examples of your teenage brother and the parents. Having a teenage is always a tricky situation for parents to handle, and in such cases, you were a problem solver, or you were a mediator, or you were a supporter. That kind of a thing that you did, and even in other places that you said, you took examples that where you are as a supportive communicator tries to help people in other areas of conflict management or support or whatever it is. Right? Then to be appreciated during your 5 to 7 minute speech was that when the person that is the invigilator, and you had that you had to convince her that you changed your positions and you made the audience to realize who's the invigilator and who's the about yourself in that situation on that day. So that was done very well. And interestingly, as a speaker, you yourself put up a face of very unsuspecting offender. So the audience believed you. Okay. So you also have that kind of personality and knack. You were honest throughout the speech, and the audience believed you. Okay, that was required. You also kept the grammarian engaged, using good words in between, and you sprinkled a few, and that is a good things that you have done in your speech. I would like to quickly bring it to your notice, the clarity was there, vocal variety can be better and can be louder also in your case. Eye contact was there, gestures in abundance, audience awareness, it was too good. and comfort level pretty good, and interest, that is the way you engage with the audience, was good, and the topic was curiosity arouser, as I mentioned to you earlier. Now you may want to work on, in your case I feel it is more practice and more practice, because of the earlier speeches I have seen, you have done much better than the one you did today. Perhaps it lacked more practice. Maybe that's what I feel. Otherwise, you are a good speaker and you are very comfortable behind the lectern, and you should make best of use of it. When you get a role to come, use your 5 to 7 minutes, and that's a very rarity nowadays in Macon to get it very frequently. Please make best use of it. Right? And otherwise, as a speaker, the fundamentals required for a good speaker was in place. I assure you that. And to challenge yourself, take more speeches of different styles, though you may be supportive communicator, but however, take different styles involving different communication methods. You might need it in future when you rise higher in your career and in your personality. Then I hope to the audience that I have been fastidious in providing feedback to my speaker. Back to MC. Back to G. Thank you. Thank you.
You are not supposed to evaluate speaker, but I will say about the evaluator as such. To give more insight as far as the Shreya Rao's speech is concerned, opening body conclusion could have been mentioned, so that the speaker can get a better idea of how to start, how to transition, and the conclusion part of it. With that, I think nothing more to add. With that, both the speaker and the evaluator have done a wonderful job. Give them a big round of applause. Our second speaker is Toastmaster Latha. Evaluator is Toastmaster Apoorva. I would like to call her onto the stage for her evaluation.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Good evening. My evaluation to my target speaker, Toastmaster Latha. I'm going to first tell you 3 things: where you excelled at, where you work, where you have to work on, and where you have to challenge yourself. Life is not a bed of roses. Toastmaster Latha, your theme of your speech was about learning, right? You aced it at eye contact. You saw all the whole room, the body language, the gestures showed you were very comfortable on the stage. You used personal stories to deliver the messages. Your confidence level on the stage as a soft skill trainer was evident. Your messages, be it like using the personal stories, like the first one where you said what was the message was that you have to be calm in all through your life, no matter what the situation is, and you have to take decisions, being calm. We have to not react but respond. Life is not a bed of roses. Learning happens on a daily basis. All this was very good. The opening, body and conclusion. What I felt was opening and the conclusion. You went on like telling. I'll end with the conclusion of what Mahatma Gandhi said, or I'm going to start with a quote. Instead of that, where you have to work on was you could have started as the topic was learning. You could have started with the psychology of learning, its importance, and then given the quote. Like you could have added drama. Like you started off like you could have started like learning is something nobody can take it away. You could have started with that and then go on to the personal stories, the story of the training session at Leela Palace, then the Chennai thing, and your Toastmaster journey. You could have started with that. And what I felt was the purpose of the speech was to deliver a long speech, right? That was the challenge, and you used only 17 minutes 52 seconds, where the time allotted was 18 to 22 minutes. The purpose was somewhere a little lacking. You could have made maximum benefit of use of it. Then at the end, what I felt was the message was delivered, but it was not delivered in a way which left a lasting impression. You could have, delivered in a way it would be memorable. Like you ended by telling, like Gandhi said, live life like it's your last day, learn like it's learn like there's no tomorrow. Instead, you could have told, live life like it's your last day, and learn like there is no tomorrow. Made him Toastmaster. That should have been the ending. What you have to challenge yourself, I would say that next time, where you have to challenge is voice modulation, and try enacting the situation. Try making the opening and the conclusion with the bang. Thank you, and over to the
Learning is never ending, ever pending. Very well summed up, Apoorva. You have mentioned the OBC and the time taken, everything went on very well. And the impact which was designed, that also highlighted very nicely. You have done a wonderful job. Both speaker and evaluator needs a big round of applause. It's time for me to call role takers onto the stage. First, I will call.
One more try.
Oh, sorry. First, I will. Now, I will call evaluator Toastmaster Varaprasad to evaluate table topic master Jyothi onto the stage.
Thank you, Sanjay Evaluator. Good evening, and I'm sharing the feedback or evaluation of the Toastmaster Jyothi, the table topic masters. Hear or listen, listen actively. So strongly connected. Respond or react, which is mentioned again. And when I say listen, even listening to the self can solve most of your problems. And listening to others can solve most of the world problems. So active listening was a topic today, or a key topic for today. So speaker, table topic master today was an excellent topics. Good. Switch over to the topics. Started with very good introduction. Make sure the guests also understand the importance of this and purpose of this. But also for each speech there was a clear comment, a message, a comprehend, or the information has been whatever speaker has brought in. And it was encouraging and enabling the speaker by the way you bring the words to the next speaker as well. So that was really excellent at. You may want to challenge or work on few things, few observations, because there is a thin line between short commenting to the establishing the whole. Sometimes in the middle few sessions, it is felt like you were getting into little analysis of the speech or try to establish the message. It's kind of re-establishing what speaker told. And also I saw sometimes you try to reword picking it up because it has become a little longer. There's a small thin line, but that can be one topic you can really look at it, how we can improve that. And you can also challenge yourself, or if I can say few more which you can look forward as, it felt like a fixed pattern you used every time, same messaging, same format, you try to pick the words, but the way it is constructed was same. So like a pattern. And can be a bit dynamic than such pattern, so that it brings that tension. And can also be match the tone and tenor or the humor of the speech while you bring that short messaging, because that keeps that momentum on and doesn't dilute the message of the speaker than you re-establish the whole thing. Okay, so idea is to see by bringing a short commenting or affirming the statements to see if some takeaways can be highlighted, but it went on little high, so that can be little bit looked at it. And most of the times it was a bit flat, so you can think of using a vocal variety. Otherwise it was excellent, you were able to pay attention, encouraging, eye contact was good, and speakers are quite encouraged to speak, and excellent topics because the whole audience has enjoyed the topics. All the best for future topics.
Very clear, comprehensive, and many takeaways are also been highlighted here, so that the table topic master will improve on that. With that, I would like to say the table topic master and the evaluator needs a good round of applause. Coming to the role taker soon, I'll call timer Bhavana to explain the time taken by each speaker during the meeting.
So today I've been as fastidious as I could be in taking my role, in performing my role. So here's the report. The meeting commenced at 6:24 p.m. and the president address by Toastmaster Shiva took around 6 minutes, while it was supposed to be for 5 minutes. And the speakers, Toastmaster Shreya took 7 minutes, while the allotted time was 5 to 7 minutes, and Toastmaster Latha took around 17 minutes 52 seconds, while the allotted time was 18 minutes to 22 minutes. And the break time was around 12 minutes, which was supposed to be, the allotted time was 10 minutes, while it took 12 minutes. And coming to evaluations, the evaluator for the first speaker, Toastmaster Ravikumar, took around 5 minutes. Maybe that was my fault because I forgot to erase the cards. I'll not repeat it again. Toastmaster, and then the evaluator for Toastmaster Latha, Toastmaster Apoorva, took around 3.5 minutes, while the allotted time was 2 minutes. And the 2 to 3 minutes, okay. And Toastmaster Varaprasad took 3 minutes 21 seconds, while the allotted time is around 2 minutes to 2 to 3 minutes. Thank you.
Though she did take the role first time, so meticulously you have done very well. Here and there it will happen, nothing to worry about. The moment you come into this timer role, just check with the speakers what is the time allotted, then make a note of it, that will be easy for you. Otherwise you have done a wonderful job. Coming to the R counter, Madhusudan, come on to the stage and give the report.
So here's the R counter for today. Sergeant in terms, Toastmaster Saketh had 1 R and 2 pauses. President Shiva had 1 Toastmaster Rachana, flawless. Toastmaster Bhavana, 2 R's, 1 and your repeated word was so. Toastmaster Madhu, I had 1 R. Toastmaster Akshay, flawless. Toastmaster Shreya, you had 3 R's and your repeated word was like 4 times. Evaluator Ravikumar, you had 2 R's and your crutch word was you know. Toastmaster Latha, you had 9 R's and your repeated word was guys and your crutch word was also you know. Toastmaster Apoorva, you had 6 R's and your repeated word was like. Toastmaster Varaprasad, you had 1 R. Toastmaster Jyothi, next, you had 6 R's, 1 and your crutch word was like. And Toastmaster Chetan, he had 1 R, 3 ums. DTM U Bhat flawless. Toastmaster Gajendra 3 hours in 1 pause. Toastmaster Sakshi had 2 hours and 1 pause. Toastmaster Sanjay had 4 hours and the repeated word was like. Toastmaster Mohnish had 3 hours and your touchwords were right and you know. And Toastmaster Veerabhadrappa sir, flawless, and so far Toastmaster Vijay Upendra flawless.
A detailed, comprehensive, fantastic all-rounder report. Coming to PP Saketh, your report please.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As your PP, it is my job to be fastidious, and fortunately I was attentive and observant, and there were few instances where I heard crosstalk and phone ringing, I guess, and I didn't see anyone exit or enter the room without an applause, or anyone talking about sex, religion or politics. So that is my fastidious report. Thank you.
Next is Grammarian Akshay. Come on to the stage. Give your report.
So the fastidious grammarian report of today's meeting is like this. The word of the week was used only by Toastmaster Akshay, Bhavana, Jyothi, Saketh and Ravikumar. Saketh used it twice. I request everyone to more oftenly use the word of the week. And today there were only few people in the room. I thought it would be easy job for me. But our MC had other plans. She used so many good usages, I couldn't even note down. So yeah, let me tell few good usages and not so good usages. Rightly put it is incremental actions, scorching hot summer, rugged, relentlessly, let's dive in, fuel gauges, jump right in, avid leader, pristine conditions, assertive, zest for life, turmoil, recklessly, quality is noteworthy, aptly, unsuspecting offender. And there are few not so good usages. Lastly could have been finally, me then could have been me back then, made them understood could have been made them understand, as told could have been as said, and it was not fastidious, it is fastidious. Go in speed of 80 could have been ride in speed of 80. High amount could have been large amount. Didn't even got could have been didn't even get. So much spent could have been spent so much. I was very small could have been I was young. Saw the could have been looked at. Yeah, that is my fastidious grammar.
Fantastic job done by Grammarian. Ladies and gentlemen, give timer or counter PP Grammarian a thunderous round of applause. With this, hope I have completed everybody. I have not left anyone. It's a wonderful meeting today. I had lot of learnings. Thank you, and back to you, MC Apoorva.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Upendra, for that insightful and informative evaluation session. I'm sure all of you will concur with me that with this meeting, we've all taken small but substantial steps towards each of our goals, be it being a better public speaker, being more confident behind the lectern, etc. With this, I hand the charge back to President Toastmaster Shiva.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rachana. One request to all our members, we've got about 20 people in the room, so I've not received that many responses. Please do cast your votes in the ballot. In the meanwhile, even though we didn't have a good amount of strength today, as our general evaluator said, meeting quality didn't come down definitely in my opinion. And definitely the role takers today, they did a fantastic job, especially our TAPG role takers. Our timer Bhavana is a debutant, our counter Madhusudan is a debutant. In spite of that, they've done a meticulous job, so that was amazing. Our Grammarian, till now he was saying, I don't know English, I won't be taking the role up, and you can see what a, I don't want to say it at all, what a job he's done today. And of course, our debutant MC as well. The entire meeting, it just felt warm. It didn't feel cold. If that is the best way I can put it. That is how the meeting was conducted today. And coming to the table topics master, it was a typical Toastmasters Jyothi session. Vague topics. People have to come up with creative ideas in order to speak to it. So that was very well done. And of course, Toastmaster Vijay Upendra, as usual, keeping it short. He's a man of few words, short and simple. That was very well done. Okay, so few more responses. Okay, I think we can go ahead. So let me start off with the best role taker, TAPG. Okay, it goes to the person who until today was saying, my English is not good, I don't want to take this role up. And he's done a fantastic job today as a grammarian. It goes to Toastmaster Akshay. One of the best role taker, MTG. Okay. Goes to the debutant in the room who gave us a warm, fuzzy feeling by conducting a splendid and smooth meeting. Goes to our MC, Toastmaster Rachana. One of the best table topic speaker. Okay. Behind every successful man is a woman, and behind every table topic response of this man, there is humor. Goes to distinguished Toastmaster M. U Bhat. One of the best evaluator for today. Okay, the person clicking pictures will have to pass her phone on to someone else. It goes to Toastmaster Apoorva. And the best speaker for today. I seriously have to thank this person. This is probably the second time when she's taken up a speech slot when we lost a speaker at the last moment. And she's managed to wing it as usual and deliver a wonderful speech. She's also an aspiring cheater in exams. Best speaker for today, Toastmaster Shreya. Congratulations to all the winners. I hope all our members today enjoyed our meeting. And I request to our members, please do come up in bigger numbers next week. With that, I request everyone to continue networking downstairs once we're done here. And I close meeting number 1278.